What's up, future fighters? We are back. We are in, gosh, this is like, I think this is video number 6 for today. Let me check real quick. Let's hit OK on that. Let's see. Yeah, this is number 6 for today in today's series. We're writing an auto distancing program for the Shadow AI to automatically detect strike distances. That's what we're doing today. And the message you see pop up here, this is our initial calculation right here. It's based on these variables, and it's the estimate's a little low. And oh, that's cool. Let's see here. Just going to turn Shadow AI off here, and the reason is because of the kind of the way I'm doing the calculation and the way that I created the program to begin with. I created the program initially. Well, I created the program to take distances based on the opponent's standing stance and my standing stance. So standing right here, if I try and do it, I'm not close enough, but standing here, I am close enough. And that distances is simply just measured from the opponent's X and my X. And the distance between it, I just take that, and Shadow AI uses that. Now, this is a little bit different because, you know, we're moving. So I'm not necessarily going to be in standing stance. I'm going to probably be in this stance here is probably what I'm going to be in. And the opponent's not necessarily going to be in their standing stance. So their X is going to be a little bit different. So, you know, so what we're doing is we're trying to come up with a way to kind of marry these two ideas and get the right value. Now you can see we're about 100 off on this with our current calculation, which is here. Part of it might be this X offset. I think that this is going to underestimate the amount of distance, and the reason I think that is because if you go to well, actually, it would be sprite get X offset. It's the same picture, but this is the actual function that we're using, as you can see here. Sprite get X offset is what we're getting. And what's going on here is we're taking this variable here. However, really, it's from here to here that really is going to give you the amount of range that you have on your strike. The problem is that we're kind of not starting from X as a center, which is very interesting. But our X should stay the same. Let's take a look. Let's actually see how different those actually are. Let's see here. So so that gives you my X and Y. So I can get X and, let's see. Yeah, that's X and Y is changing. There. So let's do this. Let's have that particular, let's close that. We're just going to make a new message here, which is right here. So distance from opponent, X and Y, and then what we'll do is let's just do this. Sprite get X offset. like that. So now that we have that, let's make a new game file. And let's see. Oops, I did something wrong. I got an error here. Oh, I hit a... I accidentally hit a button here. UV base H speed. Oh, look what I did. I must have... Yeah, I hit a button there. Okay. And then in this, let me make this a little bit. That's odd. This looks right. Oh, I didn't give the sprite. I'll just say sprite index, whatever. So that'll just give it. That'll just give us the you know, whatever whatever current sprite that we're in. That will give us the answer to that. Let's see if it likes this better. Yes, replace that. So copy that. I'm gonna dump that. It's compiling now. So it looks like I changed enough things that it needed to not use its cache to build it, or something's going wrong. one of the two. Not sure yet. We're gonna find out. Yeah, we're definitely stuck here. Oh, no, we're not. Here it is. Okay. That was a little odd. Usually doesn't take that long. So let's get those files in there. Let's get the executable patched. And fire it up. And we're gonna kind of see these X offsets. All right. Thank you, Shadow. Smacking us right in the face. So there it gives you an X offset of 134. That's interesting. Let's see. So I could definitely reach him there. This is a good, yeah. So this is from opponent's 289. The X offset is 134. There's my Y value, my X value. Sorry. So that means his X value is 289.90 plus this number. That's where his X value is. Now, let me just see. I have to do this kind of quick. So there's the X offset 151. Okay. Now, knowing that, not really going to be able to see the mouse. Can I point? Kind of. Kind of where I'm sitting. It's the motion capture camera is subtracting it out as background, so I can't really do the weatherman thing. But let's just overlay this, and we'll just talk about the sprite width. You know, the sprite width goes from here to here. Actually, let's put it down here by the feet, because let's do it right here. From here to, well, the end of the fist over there. So, you know, the center of this sprite is somewhere around right here because it's cropped tight as it can be. And I guess we could display the X origin as well. Let's see, is that a thing in GameMaker? X, there, I know X origin, X or, no, that's binary stuff. X origin, origin. Think about that right? Is it origin the right way? It's really just the center of the sprite. So that would just be the width, the sprite width divided by 2. Let's see here. Just looking at, there's a sprite get width. Okay, so here's what we want to do is in fact, let me just bring that over. Actually, we actually don't need this. We just can do this. X offset. X offset. I think that, no, is it like this? What is that? Oh, it's sprite X offset. Yeah. So sprite X offset. Sprite X offset equals, and you don't have to get it. This will give you the current sprite's X offset. It will pull that automatically. And so what we also want to do is we want to get the it's really the sprite, the distance to sprite edge is really what that is. And we just need to make a string out of take the sprite width divided by 2, or no, I'm sorry, sprite width minus the sprite X offset, and that'll give us the distance from our current X. Actually, we just need to know our X value. Sorry, I'm having another thought here. We don't. I think the sprite X offset. You know, if we could calculate this in real time, we could just take our X value and subtract the edge of the sprite. And that would give us what we needed, but that has to be done in real time. That's not necessarily hard, but I think it would be easier than what we're trying to do now, kind of trying to do this up front, because we'll know the distance from the opponent in game. Just the problem is you have to know which sprite you're using, which means that we have to write a detection program to read the move list and tell what's the initiator. That's the only bad thing with that. So that is another option. So doing it this way, okay, let's go back here to the script. Sprite X offset that is where X will be located on the sprite. So let's give this a try. Let's give this a try and see what happens. Save that. Just get a little bit more information here. See if it'll build this for us. Looks like we have a good build going on here. So it's writing a zip file, created it. We just need some game files here and patch it. All right, get that loaded up. And I think this will at least help us visualize it a little bit on the screen. Visualizing. Part of 6. Okay. So here comes Shadow. Oh my goodness gracious. Okay. Take a chill. Shadow. So, yeah, this is good. This is kind of what I wanted to see. And then, wow, that's a fast move. So you can see how this is different. So this is good. This is exactly what I wanted to see. I will explain kind of how this is working in the very next video. In the meantime, go to docbrockgames.com and check out the alpha version of the game. You can see what features I currently have in the game. You can see the 2 motion capture characters I currently have in the game. You can see those characters, motion capture moves, and features in action, and you can put your email address in at the bottom, and I'll let you know when the game comes out. Then come back to YouTube, and we're going to finish the script off. I'll see you there.